Wouldn't you just know it? Wouldn't you just know it? As soon as we end the live show, everything comes out live. So we're back live. Hopefully yous are all still here. Fist bumps. I'm a bit peeved off, guys. Waited an hour. Get all those likes in. Everyone's sitting here waiting. Not a nudge, not a word, nothing. You know what I mean? We'll just sit here. Anyway. Let's get stuck into it, guys. Okay, so we have the new announcement here. It's sitting here waiting for us. And we've got a nice little explanation first from Dan, which I want to hear. I only heard the first little bit, and then we'll go into the actual blog part of it while the rest of you guys all filter in.
A revamped Hey managers, Happy New Year. It's time for our winter gameplay update. In this update, coming in
Again, if there's an echo, let me know.
February, expect a brand new competition, a revamped XP system, and a refined division structure. Let's jump into the highlights. First up, we have our competition updates. For all you MLS mega fans, we're introducing a dedicated MLS competition starting in 2025. This new competition, of course, means additional team slots across in-season and classic competitions. In our work to improve the balance of our Challenger competition, MLS cards will no longer compete in Challenger, and we're moving the Brazilian clubs to Contender.
Now, this is quite a big shake, isn't it? Now, like looking at Contender, or pardon me, Challenger, why not move maybe something else into there? Because it's just Belgium, Holland, Turkey. But anyway.
This means that Challenger competitions will now focus entirely on European leagues and European seasonality. Details about the prize pools and team placements for this new MLS competition will be unveiled in early February. What we can share already is that the MLS in-season competitions will feature a Beat the Game mode that unlocks cash rewards.
Freshy!
Stay tuned for more info. Next up, what about divisions, you say? We've received a lot of feedback on how to improve our divisions. We're reworking the division structure to streamline gameplay and enhance rewards across all core competitions. Limited and rare scarcities will now have 3 divisions each, while super rare and unique scarcities will have 1 single division. These changes streamline progression while improving reward distribution. Secondly, we're also updating classic slots for in-season lineups in super rare and unique scarcities, progressively aligning to the maximum of 1 classic card eligibility.
What did he just say?
We're also updating classic slots for in-season lineups in super rare and unique scarcities, progressively aligning to the maximum of 1 classic card eligibility.
No, that's not on, man. That's just not on. From the 21st of February, that starts. That's just not on, man.
These adjustments will roll out gradually, varying by scarcity and competition to ensure a smooth transition. While bringing consistency across all scarcities, these updates will refine the competition in the super rare and unique scarcities by narrowing the pool of eligible cards, making it easier for managers to win rewards with lower scores.
How does he work that out?
Now let's talk card XP. We're introducing a revamped XP system that's all about strategy and clarity. Here's how it works. XP will now be earned as a reward, like Essence, to fill your XP bar, which can then be used to level up your cards. Your cards will gain XP in 2 ways. By actively leveling them up with your accumulated XP rewards, or by gaining XP based on your team's total score when included in a lineup. Cards will now have 10
Sorry, I want to hear that again. I was just getting updated with the chat, guys. Again, there's over 100 of you flying in here rapid. Thanks very much. Now, we've got no likes on this stream because we just started it. There's like 13 or something. Can we get to 67 or 88 quick enough just to put a wee smile on my face? Because this isn't going well so far for me. Let's see this XP thing, but because this kind of confused me.
will gain XP in 2 ways. By actively leveling them up with your accumulated XP rewards, or by gaining XP based on your team's total score when included in a lineup. Cards will now have 10 levels instead of 20, with a 1% bonus per level. This replaces the old level up system. It simplifies progression and gives you more control over how you can grow your cards and lineups. I appreciate there's a lot there, but please visit our blog for a little more info. Now, we have some updates on prize pools. With the new competitions and division structure, we're improving prize pools across all core competitions. Firstly, these are the changes that are happening. There will be no more double rewards. Managers will no longer receive 2 rewards for the same lineup performance. Additionally, we're introducing more essence, which will be distributed in fixed amounts across all competitions. Finally, there will also be new XP rewards introduced to in-season competitions. While these updates aim to enhance gameplay, we've minimized mid-season changes with most leagues already underway. For areas like Classic Mode gameplay, major improvements are planned for August with the start of the new European season. As always, we'll be listening to your feedback. Let us know what update you're most excited about. As always, we've also published a blog which goes into everything I've shared in more detail, and that's translated and available in 5 languages.
Mixed emotions. That was a bit of a roller coaster.
Hey managers, Happy New Year.
We've already heard that. Right, okay, so I don't know where to start, guys. Honestly, like the in-season super rare thing, it doesn't actually really affect me too much, really, in the grand scheme of things, but that doesn't help anyone. You know, you can't kid us on. Okay, so let's see what the actual blog is. Sorare 2425 has been live for 6 months and we're very excited, yada yada. With this new gameplay, we transitioned to in-season and classic format, streamlined the competition structure, clear progression system that allows managers to well earn deserved rewards. As promised, we're rolling out key gameplay updates during defined windows, which is this one in the summer. So the next update won't be until August, we know that, that's cool. Staying true to our commitment, these updates are communicated in advance, ensuring our community has ample time to evaluate and evolve their strategies when needed. With this winter update, we continue to build for fans. With the fans, it covers competition structure, gameplay, rewards, divisions, and more. We believe it will create a more thrilling, rewarding, and seamless experience for every Sorare manager. The MLS thing is cool, right? I like the fact that MLS gets its own competition. There's obviously a reason. Maybe it's an obvious one that, you know, we can say or whatever, right? But I don't get why it needs to be removed from region. I don't get that. There's so many teams here, so many clubs, and the idea of having its own division would be for extra utility. So there's a reason to have even more of the cards, as it were. So fine. It's just now isolated. It's now an island situation. So if you buy MLS, you are just playing MLS, aren't you? Other than specials or whatever. Why MLS deserves a dedicated thing. It's unique competition worldwide, enhanced consistency, and fairness of competition. MLS cards, and again, so winning European cards with MLS, gone. The introduction of new MLS competition unlocks new opportunities to compete with 3 additional lineup slots. It's not 3 additional anything because we had 3 lineups in Challenger anyway, in season and classic. So is it 6 lineups? With this change, Challenger will exclusively remove... Yeah. Okay, fine. Updates to Challenger and Contender. And again, here's a glimpse of the updated competition structure starting game week 55. What game week are we currently on? At the moment, we are in game week 44 currently. So 11 game weeks away, so it's round the corner. So, any of you guys buying Brazil cards to play in Challenger, buying MLS cards to play with your Challenger European stuff, that's all down the toilet. Following this update, the Challenger prize pool won't be significantly changed. Fair enough, because it's only been European stuff there now. It will simply align, yada yada. A brand new Beat the Game mode will be an MLS only. Lineups with 4 in-season, 1 classic. Lineups with 5 in-season cards compete for leaderboard prize pool and also unlock the chance to earn it. So that's funny. So let me read this again, so I tried to run through it. We're thrilled to unveil an exciting new Beat the Game mode as part of our new in-season MLS limit. So there must be the ability to play in-season with 4 and the ability to play in-season with 5. So that must be 6 in-season lineups. So fair enough, there is added utility given. Compete for... Yeah. So this one, 4 in season and 1 classic. You can go for cash, essence and XP, but this extra one gets you threshold. Early access for Sorare fans looking to gear up. We're excited to confirm MLSK and J will all have cards available in early access packs for each of the season starts. We'll do our best to launch the Argentinian club cards before the season kicks off. So it's probably out with their control, isn't it? If they're going to do their best. Core gameplay updates, the XP update. I'm not, XP being a thing rather than level ups is a win for me. Levels being 10 rather than 20 and being one XP point at a time rather than 0.5% per time is fine by me. It's all just simplified, isn't it? But we do have level ups, so you maybe need to strategize how to move them out. Smooth transition. Your cards will seamlessly adapt to the new system, retaining their current XP. Yada yada. Cooldown period. After a card levels up, there will be a cooldown period before the card can level it again. The cooldown period will vary by card level. The higher the level, the longer the cooldown. Interesting. So you won't be able just to ram all your XP in. It'll be like the XP, and then there'll be like a cooldown period. If it's at 18 level, you maybe need to wait a month or whatever. So they're in control of that, so people can't just XP their cards into oblivion. XP is sport and scarcity specific, similar to Essence. Trading penalty, a 50% XP penalty is still there. An updated XP system brings greater flexibility. Yeah, that's fair. Division structure. So this is the first thing I was a wee bit annoyed with, wasn't it? The chat's flying. Keep it coming, guys. I'll come to you in a minute. I just want to get through this and we'll kind of go through it and see everything that's here. So as we know, limited is going from 5 to 3, rare is going from 4 to 3, and super rare and unique are both going to be 1. Essentially, I do not think this is a good move for beginners, for people on budgets, for people that will not get to D1. Whether their aspirations or their whatever are, some people will not get to D1. And if you're one of those guys or gals, it's just a little bit tougher, I think, because all the same amount of teams will be in these competitions that were across 5 and 4 divisions that are now across 3. I know the prize pool's bigger, but there's multi-entry. I don't like it. Each competition's global prize pool will remain the same, but will be more concentrated according to the division. So, yeah, I understand the logic in it, of course, but I don't think it really helps the game. Why does this improve our gameplay? Better reward distribution, consolidating the divisions, heavier prize pools, I get that. Quicker progression, So I agree with the sentiment that going 3-2-1 on paper looks easier than going 5-4-3-2-1. But the reality of the situation is, in Division 5 you could get promoted with any level of team, and you could do something, you could do alright, you could win a card, you could get some boxes along the way. And you could getting from Division 5 to 3 isn't that tough for the grand scheme of things. In this system, getting from Division 3 to 2 is way tougher than what it currently is, guaranteed. And getting from Division 2 to 1 cannot be any easier than what it currently is. So I don't get... They do say quicker rather than easier, so maybe they're technically right. Enhancing the super rare experience. With fewer participants in the super rare category and significant supply constraints compared to limited and rare, having multiple super rare divisions did not align with the ideal competition and gameplay experience. This update structure ensures fairness. How? I don't know. And improves the reward experience for super rare managers by focusing rewards within one single competition division. Again, I think that's total whale bait. Pranksies and McBrides and PSUs. It's just playing into that gallery. Which, fine. If they're the guys buying the cards, I'm not buying super rares. I haven't bought a super rare all year. It's in season anyway. I bought 1 classic, I think, maybe 2. So fine. Maybe that's just the way it is. Team slot adjustments. With the shift to streamline the divisions, team slots in limited and rare will be redistributed across the 3 new divisions. We'll share a detailed breakdown of these team slots. Oh, is that maybe like if you're in Division 4, you'll go to Division 3. If you're in Division 3, maybe you'll be in Division 2 now. That kind of thing. Okay. So watch out for that. Classic card slot and in-season comps We're introducing progressive adjustments to the classic slots for in-season lineups for our core competitions for Super Rare and Unique. Yeah, we already know what that is. It's absolute horse nonsense. These adjustments aim to bring consistency. I get that. That's 4 all the way up the tree. I get that. But it's... And again, the price of Super Rares isn't exactly prohibitive at this point, where that's a big issue. But... yeah, sorry, see, 'cause I've got this Telegram downloaded now. I need to figure out how to mute notifications because the Telegram messages are all flying in now. All in-season Super Rare comps, classic slots will be reduced from 2 to 1, which will mean a minimum of 4 in-seasons, yada yada. For the new MLS in-season unique competitions only, classic slots will be reduced from 2 to 1. So it's only for in-season MLS that changes. For unique, 25-26 season, all in-season unique comps will be the same. Okay. This means the following requirements will apply for all scarcities and all in-season comps starting from next August. And that's just the mantra now. For the remainder of the European season and the following competitions, the Premier League, Bunde and La Liga, etc. Can I somehow mute this on the desktop? Mute notifications. Just disable sound. Yeah, that'd be fine. There will still be 2 classic slots and in-season unique lineups. All Super Rare comps. Oh, sorry. I don't know why that's now grabbed on. I'm sorry, guys. Is it the tactics board thing? Yeah, it is. It's now happening end of Feb. As soon as I've got 3 in-season supers taken away. Isn't that a deja vu? In-season unique for the MLS comp. Yeah, and all the other ones next year. Fine. Unique comps that are already underway. Longer transition period ensuring the managers. Fine, whatever. Rewards revamp. Improved reward quality. With the new competition structure and divisions, we're upgrading our reward system for all core comps, these ones listed, to revamp the new enhanced prize pools. This upgrade goes live starting game week 55. Here are a few key factors driving these improvements. No more double rewards for in-season and classic comps. Managers will no longer receive 2 different types of rewards for the same lineup performance. This means if a manager wins cash or cards, they will no longer receive additional essence rewards or a box for the same result. This change allows us to improve reward quality. The podiums of existing classic comps will remain an exception to the rule with both cash and cards. Okay. Essence will be rewarded directly through the leaderboard rather than through boxes, just so they can control it better. Now, those amounts, I think they'll be a lot better in the new season. I think we're still in this kind of nerf stage because they overspent essence, or we overcrafted early on with that degen life. And yeah, more varied items such as market credits will be... So reward boxes are still going to be around, but they're not going to have essence or cards in it. Yay! Increased essence distribution. Now our essence economy is more mature. We've gained a valuable insights into understanding the distribution, and we're delighted to announce that we can slightly increase the overall essence distributed across all scarcities. If that's the way it pans out, fine. Doesn't really appear that way on the face of it. New XP system we've spoke about already. Yeah, okay. Below you can find updated limited champion prize pools for both in-season. To view all prize pools for the existing core competitions, check out this blog. So I'll have a look at that in a second. Rewards automated claim. If unclaimed after 14 days, rewards will be automatically claimed for validated accounts. So there's no more stacking up rewards. I suppose we were stacking boxes, weren't we? That's not even a thing anymore. So your cash will be added to your wallet, your cards will be transferred to your club, and your reward boxes will automatically open. Fine. Essence updates. As we're halfway through Essence's first year of existence, on top of an increase of Essence rewards, here is some important information, especially regarding the transition into next August. Essence expiry. You no longer need to worry about your Essence expiring. I don't know if we were worrying, but people were speculating, weren't they? You can now carry up to 550 Essence for all the scarcities into the new season without any time pressure. Don't think we had any, but okay. Card crafting time adjustment. Next season in August, card crafting will be possible 2 weeks after a competition begins. Interesting. This means there will be a 2-week latency between the start of the European season and the card factory for the relevant comps. This adjustment will help the market and data points stabilise. Fair enough. It also stops people crafting early and getting into teams quicker. With February launches, crafting will exceptionally remain open. However, please keep in mind that the contender tiers will be impacted by this, of course. Okay, fine. At any point, you can check the breakdown of Essence pools by clicking here. Cool. Collection game, duplicate card collection bonus. Currently, if you have a duplicate in your collection, only the card with the highest collection score receives a bonus. We're updating this so that all cards of a player from the same scarcity and season will receive the collection bonus. This change will bring the collection game in line with the NBA version and offer more flexibility for managers who want to collect multiple cards. However, that we are not changing how cards contribute to the collection overall score. As it stands, only the cards with the highest collection score will still count, but every one of them are going to get it now. Interesting. Rivals Last Dance. Oh, we know how much you loved Rivals. It was fun for a bit. It has kind of died a death, hasn't it? It has brought a unique daily casual twist. Yep, with that in mind, we have made the tough decision to retire Rivals by the end of February. Please note that Essence previously distributed in Rivals will be reallocated. It's probably a part of the burden, I guess, isn't it? Don't worry, this isn't the end without a celebration. Expect a grand farewell. I'll probably give that a miss. And here's the good news. Rivals is making way for something new. Okay, cool. We're excited to announce a brand new casual game mode is on its way. The beta will launch before Rivals ends, likely around mid-Feb. Without spoiling too much, you can look forward to a game with daily components, card packs, and plenty of surprises. This new game will also bring back common card ownership and introduce a burn mechanism for the commons. Stay tuned for what promises to be an exciting addition to the universe of Sorare. I'm going to take a breath, right? It's a Beatster starts. Yay! Oh, guys, there's over 200 of these back here again. Thanks to everyone that has rejoined the stream. We're only at 44 likes. Can we get to 100, please? It'll help me get my breath back. And then we can pause and go again. There's a lot to take in here. I'm not too sure what the major takeaways are, but there's a lot. There's a lot, isn't there? And to be honest with you, a lot of the things I'm currently sitting feeling quite negative about don't actually really affect me too much. So it's one of those ones where I guess I just don't really get it. These winter updates are designed to deliver meaningful improvements and enhance the gameplay and experience of the managers. However, as most leagues and competitions are underway, we've avoided making major mid-season changes. We know that there are specific areas managers still want to improve, particularly classic mode. That's why we're targeting August, the start of the new European season, as timed for the broader, more ambitious changes to classic gameplay. Okay, our commitment to build for our managers with our managers, as you've seen through the surveys, interviews and testing, your feedback is at the heart of our decision making process. This approach will only grow stronger in the coming months as we continue shaping the future of Sorare together. Everything will be announced with ample notice, ensuring full transparency, especially for significant changes. In the coming weeks, members of the Sorare team will continue to engage with the community to dive deeper into these topics, provide additional context, decisions, and yada yadas. We sincerely thank you for the continued support and all the rest of it. Right, guys, thoughts, feelings, takeaways, get them in the live chat now. Don't ban me, Quinny. For what? What did you do? Didn't buy any Rangers cards, did you? Updated prize pools with the new structure. This upgrade goes live end of Feb. I don't know if it's just a divisional change. We've kind of had these screenshots already, haven't we? We've not seen contenders and stuff, but we only seen the champy ones, didn't we? So let's have a look at Challenger, since it's losing Brazil and MLS. Champion in season. Champ Classic. Challenger in season. Now you guys will need to help me with a bit of context. I don't really play. Oh. No rare. Or is this rare? Oh, it is rare. It's just still got the, let's see, purple, blue. It's still got the gold on it, so that kind of threw me there for a second. But this is the rare, of course. Tell me if it looks better. Hard to judge. And let's look at contender. Feels better. Longer prize pool payout, longer tail. Yes. Doesn't look terrible. Stars are only in D1. Is that the same? Oh, under 23. We didn't even think about under 23. Let's look at champ. Stars into Division 2. Yeah. So it's classic we're looking at. Stars in... Oh, that's limited. A 1 star at the top of D2. Right, let's see Challenger. Classic. 1 star at the top of D2 and Contender. Oh, 2 stars, okay. Interesting. Right, okay, so a lot to take in. The MLS thing is mainly cool, but weird. And I think it sadly foreshadows what a lot of you guys have been warning me about, that we'll be moving to 5 in-seasons. I'm just trying to see what you guys are saying, sorry. Market credits aren't there, but I think they'll be in boxes. But yeah, stopping David Taylor's on a good point there with hoarding the credits. Got to remember there will be more people in each Division 2 web scratch. I'm definitely drinking your tea with that one. Guys, we're at 225 views with us at the moment. Thanks to everyone that is joining us, but please do hit the like button to support the show. I just hope it makes staying in D1 worth it. I think it does, doesn't it? The paying out past the 100 spots is fun. No major shake-ups, not really much affects me bar the MLS comp, which seems a bonus. Yeah, kinda. People giving up in their in-season super rare just to satisfy the last of the 2025 Sorare greedy users. I'm not too sure. Oh yeah, like people like me, like giving up my in-seasons so then the whales can swoop it. Splitting divisions into more meant there was a lower chance of getting smashed by a Liverpool stack. Chance of that is just shot up. Josh Cameron, I'm with you all the way. MLS keepers already spiking. Interesting. They milking a dead cow but trying to sell a bit of a leg. Well, I don't know about the milking the dead cow part. Not sure why they are hell-bent on a beat the game mode. MLS 1 seems unnecessary. I think it's going to be a precursor, Charlie. I think what we see in MLS is probably going to be transplanted into Europe. People buying MLS Classics going to be sad when they see you need 5, yeah, for the beat the game mode. Yeah. I did say that about Classic MLS is like, keep your powder dry now. I really don't know what to make of this, guys, overall. Heads or tails. Brazilian stuff moving into Contender doesn't really mean much to me. I've got a few Brazilian cards, but whatever. Or some of you guys might have been building that. You've now just got a bunch of Contender cards. Well done. And, I really don't know what to think, guys. I'm looking for your thoughts and feelings on all of this. I don't like the change of divisions overall. Like, for me, it might work out better. Like with the Celtic stuff in Division 1, my champ stuff is probably screwed. Contender, I don't really play it. Oh, it's only MLS, I suppose. My MLS stuff is probably actually pretty sweet. Because I know you are saying like you need 5 in-season cards, but if MLS has its own competition only, is there divisions in it? I don't think we've had that info actually, have we? It should have divisions, like 3. It should have 3 divisions, I would think. You'll be winning in-season MLS cards, you know. So like, if you have Classic, like that's a big part of the game, is winning in seasons with Classic. If you get me. So Classic MLS cards are still kind of viable, aren't they, for yielding in-season cards? That's pretty much their only purpose now. But other than playing the old in-season mode with one Classic captain or whatever you want to do. I don't mind the streamlining of Challenger to be European centric, right? But you've got a full league license in Croatia, Scotland and Austria. We're leaving Denmark in the championship in there, in Portugal. I don't know. I do wonder what the big changes to Classic. Like, I think they're trying to, don't be too negative about anything you don't like, because the Classic shit you're going to love. I get that vibe again, and I've done enough of these Sorare announcements where like you can read between the lines on, this is what we can tell you, and this is like, please keep this in mind at all times, kind of thing. So yeah, I'm so kind of confused with a lot of it, to be honest with you. I think for MLS it's exciting. I don't get why they need to remove it, but from this, I get they want to keep all the MLS cards paid out in one place and make it a bit more streamlined. But MLS now is just completely siloed into its own spot. You can only win MLS cards with MLS cards. There's no potential to span your gallery out with them. MLS Beat the Game mode is purely there to sell cards. It's the MLS equivalent of 5% chance of a special. It's definitely an incentive to buy. I also think it's a test run, but for like the European stuff, to be honest with you, like I do think that, like we seen this time last year when they announced the introduction of boxes, Essence and Divisions, we got a little period at the end of the European season to kind of try it out or whatever. I think this MLS thing, yeah, it'll help sell MLS cards, of course it will, but I don't think it's a selling point to get MLS cards sold. I think it's just a precursor to what's probably going to... Because again, they want everything uniform. They want all the in-season things to marry up, no matter what scarcity you're in. They want everything to be stream. So I don't think MLS will have special treatment. I think the MLS current special treatment will be normal treatment in 25-26. I'm not a fan of it being so isolated in its own competition. Like... Maybe again, but come the new season, they couldn't tell us that in August. It's too last minute. They maybe reshuffle the regions a bit more and make it like EU, non-EU, like people think they should. Like Messi's going to be wild, isn't he? It's going to be a money machine. Technically 4 regions now into Row Z. That's a nice way of thinking of it, I suppose. I just don't get it. I just don't get why it has to be completely removed. Because like, if you want everyone to throw their cards into this competition, still have it open, you know? And if they can also play in this region here, there's just more places to spread the cards around, more utility, more reason to buy them. Like, you could have then, like, I think we're speculating we're getting 3 of these teams, 4 in season and 5 in season, and then 3 classic. So there's 9 here. You could have had another 3 in season challenger and another 3. So what's that? You could have had 15 MLS lineups. And because people that are MLS centric would live in the division anyway, like, what would really be lost from that? Yeah, you maybe need to put some cards into the pool for them, like some of the tier 1s and tier 2s and stuff like that, whatever, but I don't know, it feels like unnecessary. It feels a bit contrived, but they map everything out, I suppose, so maybe there's something that they've sorted here. Common game as well. Yeah, commons are coming back. There's a burn mechanism that's going to be involved in that. Again, that feels like a precursor to something. Let me find where that is. Rivals, yeah. So the card burn thing with common, I think that's a tester. I think all this stuff is half of a tester for a full launch out in August when it comes. Champion will pay 1,412 positions with 3 divs compared to 630. That's, I suppose that's fine, isn't it? Who was it that said that? Jack Plays Games. Fist bump, my man. Good to see you in the live chat today. They should have put it in contender with MLS. I don't think so. I don't think MLS goes in. Yeah, but then if they do, you take the European stuff and put it in Challenger, and it's then just Challenger Europe and Champion America again, kind of, with the Asians in with Americans, but that's kind of what they're away from. I like the old common system better than just being able to pick any player for, like, you know, like in theory for the game. But for new people, or for people that fuck about with those divisions, like just being able to pick Hakimi and Kimmich and whatever, it's fun. So again, I think this must lead to something bigger where they're trying out the dynamics of burning and whatever. Don't like the single reward thing. Yeah, it's a bit of a nerf, isn't it? But like, if they're not putting essence, cash, or cards in boxes, are we really missing out on anything? Probably not. Yeah, but I suppose it does mean you can't win cash and essence. Like we can at the moment. It's only either cash or essence, isn't it? Essence has got a lot more scarce, I think, actually, hasn't it? Because it's only going to get paid out in it's like booby prize material. And that's the thing essence in boxes has always been, is fancy losers. That's what we've always called it here, you know. So it's kind of back in that position again, where it's like booby prizes. But essence can actually yield cards, of course. So yeah, actually, if you're up winning divisions all the time, you're not actually going to be clipping any essence, are you? So Web Scratch, it looks like you're going to get 3 MLS lineups in Classic, like we know, and in Season, like we know, and there's an additional mode where it's 5 in-season cards, which will also have 3 lineups. So MLS cards have got 9 lineups of utility, as I read it, as we find it at the moment. But you'll need 12 plus 15. You'll need 27 in-season cards minimum. They did say they're rewarding more essence. Yeah, probably more essence will be rewarded because you won't win 1 essence and stuff anymore because the amounts are bigger. So like if you think, what's your average essence pool out of all your boxes? It's 2 or whatever. Well, if you're in the top, like, look at this limited here. Oh, we can zoom in nicely on this thing. 552nd to 20% gets 10. So that, you know, how often do you win 10 essence? You know, not often. So I think in that, you know, more essence will be distributed, more people will get essence, but there's no essence in rivals and there's no boxes. So where essence is available is less. If I've made sense with that. I didn't read it as additional lineups. Just not super clear. I don't think it is super clear. I think they've tried to be extra clear when you go into this section here, where it says when it said that I didn't think it was extra either because I was questioning it. But then when you read this bit, it's like, oh, that's a whole new mode, isn't it? 5 in-seasons required. It's done in NBA now. You can drop players from a points amount based on L10 and use their points to buy better commons. Interesting. And by only winning cash quinny and no essence, you have to spend that cash to buy cards rather than craft them. Yeah. I thought they wanted it to onboard Saudi. Opt in with 5 in-seasons for the beat the game mode. Yeah. Now we don't want essence as a prize. It is like a booby prize, isn't it? But hey, like if you can save it up, or like, listen now guys, see between now and game week 55, like they've already said, essence will not be, they've confirmed it will not expire, and they've spoke about it as if we should have been worried about that, but we weren't. Some people were speculating it's something to worry about, but I don't think anyone was actually worried about it. The super rare, every super rare change for me is terrible. The division change, I don't think it's... I think I'll enjoy the division change, because Division 1's a lot better. Division 2, I can get out of it. But I think for so many of you guys, like Division 3 is like the best thing you're going to win, because you're not going to win Division 2. Some of these, you know what I mean? Maybe you will once in a while, Blue Moons and whatever, but... And again, the level of prizes in Division 5 and 4, is there anything been missed out? If you like, let's imagine you never get out of Division 3, right? We don't know where the promotion line is either, so this is quite a hard thing to actually work out. But I'm going to go on a limb. We can look at any one of these, we'll look at both of them. I'm going to go out on a limb. Like, do you think top 20% get promoted? Because if you're getting promoted with 2 essence up a division, you're just going to stay there, aren't you? Like, you're not going to go anywhere. There's no room to improve. It's not like, oh, brilliant, I've got like enough essence to craft a card. 2 essences, and when you win essence again, top 20% probably doesn't get promoted out of Division 2 to Division 1. So you probably could live in Division 2 and farm a bit of essence. That's probably not impossible, actually, looking at it again and looking at the numbers. But it's like we spoke about when the divisions first came out, that there's going to be this point where there's a bathtub division where you cannot get out of it because of the level of cards. You'll need to go and get better cards. You'll need to have a better game week. You'll need to have more XP, better luck. Need the Liverpool game to be cancelled. Bayern Munich's goalkeeper to get dropped at the last minute or whatever. In this division, it's XP you're getting. Top 50%, top 30% for a bit of essence and in season. Again, does top 30% promote you? We don't know that yet. Promotion and relegation needs to be... Do you know... Relegation from Division 2 needs to be quite big. Because if you're not fit for Division 2, you want back into Division 3. And if you're in Division 2, you want it to be... And if you're ambitious, you want it to be realistic to get promoted, but you don't want it to be realistic to get relegated. There's no mention on promotion and relegation in this. So it's hard to really theory craft on that one, or really get into what could happen and what will happen. I do like this collection game update overall, but it didn't sit with me well when I read it. I love it when, like, you guys have won cards and stuff like that. Nep talks about it. I think Jay had the situation where he won a Celtic card, but he had another one that he got off the secondary market on a higher level and he felt forced to sell it. I love the fact that that's now gone. But do I love the fact that in-season comps, the Wales could just buy 3 Bellinghams on 15%? And then there's no, like, oh, I better prioritise the big Jude, you know, against the other 2 or something. So there's a wee bit of give and take with that, isn't there? I'm not too sure how I feel about it overall. If there's classic comp for MLS, that separate on... Quinny, have they said if there's a classic comp? Yeah, so Neil, MLS is only in its own thing. Classic in-season and in-season plus, or whatever we're going to call it, in-season threshold. Guys, we're at 73 likes. I would love it if we could hit through 100 on this one. It would really mean a lot to me. We're on 200 of yous watching at the moment. The data show is going to start shortly, and I will leave in a minute so we can go all and enjoy that together. So I want to hear what those guys are thinking on this. And anything else. Essence expiry we've touched on. The crafting cooldown I think is fine. The reward automation thing is whatever. Most of this is kind of meh, isn't it? But there's a few things I'm not too chuffed with. And is there anything I'm happy with? I'm not sure there's anything I'm like, oh, that's great. Is there? Was there anything I was buzzing about? I see, I'm sure I'm going to be really happy in Division 1. I'm sure I am. But yeah, it's been a roller coaster of emotions. The SR thing has killed me now, guys. Like, yeah, I'm with you, mate. Because if it's one division and classic as well, like... Do we get a look at classic division for one of these? Yeah, let's go to that gameplay. This is where we'll finish. But guys, we're at 80 likes. Let's get to 100. Please help a brother out here. Come on. Let's look at classic super rare. Classic super rare. That's Prem. I want to look at champ. I want to look at a region. It's because the viability of the classic cards is, can you win in-season cards? It's nice there's a podium payout, but top 21, this is just like old super rare division, isn't it? Top 20 to get a tier 5, top 15 for a tier 4. The essence thing might be better actually, because if I can always get into the top 20% of lineups, I think. Depends on the head count. I think this head count will be mega. I think I can always get one lineup to crack top 20%, so you're talking about a month to craft once. It's better ratio than I'm on at the moment. You missed the promotion relegation bit. Where is it, Rico man? Is it in this segment? It's the last thing I want to look at. If there is a section on promotion and relegation, can someone point me to it? Yeah, this is just the pictures and stuff, the prize pool. For the best of Europe, I captain Salah and I have Trent, Wirtz, Sommer and Olise. That looks good, Aaron Hopkins. Good luck to you. Does this mean MLS is the best league? Kinda. They are in the full blog. Do you know whereabouts roughly to help kind of point me towards it? I didn't see progression or relegation, like even the words anywhere. What is it you do? Control F. Oh, there we go. Promotion and relegation rates have been adjusted to ensure balanced competition and maintain excitement. Here are the updated. Oh, this is it here. For limited and rare. 15 and 30 go up. Yeah. Right, so 30 and 15 go down. I think that for Division 1, that's pretty steep, isn't it? Oh, so 15 and 30. Okay. 15 and 30. Let's look at that again. 15 and 30. Thanks very much, guys, for the catch on that. Where the hell's the bigger blog? Where am I? I'm losing my marbles. 15 and 30. And where the hell's the cup? Maybe I can just press an arrow? Maybe? No. $15 and $30 go up. There we go. Right, so for rares and limiteds, 15% go from Division 2 to Division 1 and 30% go from Division 3 to Division 2. So let's go back to that champ rare or limited segment. Just as the example piece we have here. We're at 88, like guys, it's a magic number. About 60 of you have fucked off to the data show already. I've got your card marked for when you come back. Okay, so Division 2, 15% get promoted. So yeah, you'll be able to get Essence and not get promoted. But in Division 3, you will get promoted with collecting Essence. And in Season Champ, it's the same. So you can sit in D2 and farm Essence. In Classic, just, but there's not much, you know, if you get 15 to 20%, you're staying in the division, you're getting Essence. But if you get a little bit higher up, you're getting kicked up. And in Division 3 Classic, you're getting promoted. There's only 20% of Div 1 that doesn't get anything. That's not bad. Is that including relegation? But Rico Man, the loyalist, he's got both streams up. Hope you've liked them both as well. Yeah, guys, I'm kind of out of steam. I'm kind of more... I think I've got abreast of it all. So Div 2 will be twice the size. Yeah, it will be bigger as well. You know, like these, Division 1 will be the smallest division. D3 should be a proper pyramid. It should be D3, D2, D1 now, shouldn't it? Head counts, percentages all kind of come into that factor, that equation also. I just want to catch if there's anything good in the chat before I love yous and leave yous, as we're at 91 likes and we do need to get up there. Stefan Fry, Rare Floor, is up at 70 quid. Crazy. And I think I'm up to speed with the chat. Thanks to everyone who's joined us for both shows today. It really does mean a lot. Thank you very much for your continued patience. And thanks for putting up with my attitude throughout this one. I've not even had my freaking pizza yet. I'll see you in the live chat on the Sorare Data Show.